Hello everyone and welcome to what could potentially be the start of a new series for the channel. I've gotten a bit more of a clearer schedule recently. I've wrapped up some kind of long-running series, the Buffyverse being the main one, Buffy and Angel, all done and wrapped up now. So I've been kind of looking for some potential replacements, and this is going to be one of them. This is Teen Wolf. Depending on the response from you folks, my response to it as well, in terms of just how well it's received by all of us in terms of, these videos or the show to me, copyright providing as well. This could be something new. And it has been something that has been recommended to me a lot, both in real life and online with people that I've talked to. It's always kind of been on my radar as something I might, maybe check out at some point. So it's time to see how we fare with this first one. I'm very excited to really delve in. I know there's a lot of hype and a bit of sadness, I think, about some of the news regarding, I think they're doing like a movie sequel thing at the moment. I don't know when that's due out, probably next year sometime. But, that kind of resurgence of it kind of gave me the idea that, I really should check this out. So yeah, we're going to give it a go and see how we fare. In regards to like the characters and the plot and stuff, don't know much. I can guess teens and wolves, particularly werewolves. That much I think I do know, which is cool. I really like werewolves. I know vampires get a lot of the love, but I think werewolves are pretty damn cool as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see what that side of things may entail with this. I believe the main guy is called Scott. I know there's Styles, Dylan O'Brien. A lot of people tell me that I would like Styles a lot if I ever watch the show, so we'll see how that fares. I know there's a Lydia, and then some actors I know are in it. I know Colton Haynes is in it at some point. I don't know when, for how long, how big of a role. Is he in it from the start? I don't know. Tyler Hoechlin, Superman and Lois, is what I really know him as. I know he's in this again at some point. Don't know when, don't know how, don't know for how long. Is there anyone else that I know? Maybe. Either way, that's my base level knowledge kind of going into the show. Plot wise, I don't know a damn thing, but I can assume werewolf shenanigans are going to happen fairly early on. So yeah, outside of that, don't really have any predictions. I know it's, culturally it's quite a well-received show, and I know that it has a lot of fans and a lot of following, even all these years after it finished, especially with like that movie that they're doing. So it should be interesting to check it out and see if this is going to be something that we could maybe tackle on the channel long term. We shall see. It just depends on, multiple factors, and we'll go from there. But either way, I'm really excited to check out this first episode and see what's going to go down. So let's get started. Oh!
What the hell are you doing? Two joggers found a body in the woods.
Good.
Dead body? If they found the body, then what are they looking for? That's the best part. They only found half. We're going.
What could have done it? I don't know. Probably a ghost.
Which half of the body are we looking for? Huh. I didn't even think about that. And,
I mean, there's no good option, is there?
loud here.
Oh, hello.
Hang on. This little delinquent belongs to me. Scott, you out there?
No.
Scott?
Shit. At least he covered for you. But now you are alone in the woods, so not ideal. Now I know you're my true north, 'cause I'm lost in the woods. Oh shit, hello. Oh dear. Oh, really oh dear, actually. Oh shit. Oh shit. So who bet on top half? Oh, hello. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bad night for him. I mean... Ow.
Watch the paint drop.
Yo, Jackson, let's go, bro.
Jackson. With a name like Jackson, I think I know what kind of character you're going to be.
I mean, this is seriously gonna be the best thing that's happened to this town since the birth of Lydia Martin. Hey, Lydia, you look like you're gonna ignore me.
Oh. Oh. Advanced hearing and stuff all kicking off.
Oh my god, I didn't actually forget a pen. Thanks.
Kafka's Metamorphosis on page 133.
You're in goal.
I've never played.
I know. Scoring some shots will give the boys a confidence boost. It's first day back there. Get them energized. Fired up.
Wow.
Not me.
Oh! What a terrible coach.
It's a specific kind of infection. Are you serious? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's called lycanthropy. What's that? Is that bad? Oh yeah, it's the worst. But only once a month. Maybe the killer moved the body. If he did, I hope he left my inhaler. Those things are like $80.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's Superman. Hi.
We were just looking for something, but forget it.
Oh. Well, that's not suspicious at all.
His family, they all burned to death in a fire like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. Oh. Damn. And there's me with a splinter for like 3 weeks. I mean, it's hard for cats to like you sometimes, you know? Ooh. Oh my god. Oh, even the dog wants to look, does he? Alright.
And I'm pretty sure she'll even let you pet her now if you want.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on. You don't want her to sue. I hear this breed is very litigious.
Please forgive me if I'm not as brave.
Oh my god, this is such a teen drama.
Thanks.
Well, I'm glad he didn't lick it off, you know?
So is that a yes, you'll go?
Definitely yes.
Is he gonna eat his girlfriend? Is that where this is going? She's either gonna be like a main character or he's gonna eat her. That was a very well done transition. Thought it was gonna be half an Alison line there, but we're good. Look who it is! Friends reunited. My initial theory is that the werewolf is Superman. And maybe he's the one who bit him.
Where are you getting your juice?
The supermarket?
My mom does all the grocery shopping.
Oh,
I know you're hiding something. I'm gonna find out what it is. I don't care how long it takes.
6 seasons, maybe.
You make the cut. You play. Parents are proud. Your girlfriend loves ya. Everything else is,
This guy's a serial killer. Parkour!
you made first line.
Oh, wow. Oh my god, he's the Bella Swan in the Twilight montage. I know what you are.
Don't even think I don't notice that you don't need your inhaler anymore. Dude, I can't think about this now. We'll talk tomorrow. Tomorrow? What? No, the full moon's tonight. Don't you get it? What are you trying to do? You're cursed, Scott.
Well, you could have phrased that differently.
What causes you to physically change? Bloodlust. Yeah, your urge to kill. I'm already starting to feel an urge to kill. I'm canceling the date. No, give it to me.
Well, I'm buying into this theory. Oh. Oh my. New chair though, it's always fun.
We don't need to have a talk, do we?
Oh, I'm not having a safe sex talk with you.
Oh my god. No, I meant about keeping the tank full. Give me those back.
Serious?
It's the trouble with house parties in the UK. No one ever has a pool because it's always fucking cold here. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh god. Is it going to be a love square? Is it going to be a love pentagon? Octagon? If I was Styles, I would not be going to that bloody party if I knew that Scott was going to be there. Well, that went well. Same. Me every night. I'd be annoyed if I had a musical soundtrack making that awful noise at me as well. Oh! Here we go. I can't wait to see how this looks. I've put up with the Buffy werewolf costumes, like nothing can hurt me.
He's the one that killed the girl in the woods. Derek's the one who drove Allison from the party.
Uh-oh. Which probably means Derek is not the killer. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. Bet on it, bet on it. Okay, simplified. It's probably the best way to do it.
You know what? Crazy doesn't even describe.
It's for you.
Ah, good.
What did you do with her?
Quiet. Too late. They're already here. Run.
Is he gonna be like werewolf mentor? Oh, what the? Oh my, hello. You! I know that actor. No one's favourite character in The 100.
Mine is a gift.
Yeah, seems like it so far.
You will. And you're gonna need me if you want to learn how to control it.
I mean, I must say he's accepted this very well. And I feel like I should be getting royalties. I'm clearly the body double in this scene, but I don't remember getting paid.
Revel in the awesomeness of the fact that you're a freaking werewolf. Okay, bad idea.
I mean, it might be awesome eventually.
Hey, we'll get through this.
Am I gonna regret this?
Probably.
Well, at least he's honest. Well, I'm honest about
You
that.
guys want a second chance?
Definitely yes.
Is definitely yes going to be their thing? Is the dad going to be a hunter? I feel like that's what... Oh, it is! Oh, no! Oh, the drama. The drama. Well, that is unfortunate. Okay, then. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a really strong first episode. You know, I think for the most part they kept it fairly simple and, you know, focusing on just a few characters I think was probably the right way to go about it. I'm sure they're going to probably introduce or expand on a lot more. You know, people like Lydia, I feel like, you know, I've heard the name Lydia kind of thrown around a lot in terms of Teen Wolf, so I imagine her role gets expanded on, she gets more to do and, you know, explored a lot more than just this first one. But, you know, you kind of need to introduce, I guess, the crux of the story with this first one, which is Scott's a werewolf now. Let's see how that goes. And I thought they established that really well. You know, it's kind of all the classic werewolfy things that they explored with it. And I actually think the simplified design of, like, you know, that initial transformation. I don't know if there's going to be, like, I guess there's, like, levels to that because, you know, the werewolf that bit him was like full-on wolf CGI man by the looks of it. So maybe that like escalates, like the longer you're a werewolf, the more wolfy you look when you transform. Maybe that's what they're going for. But I think like just that initial job of simplifying that, you know, I think it does the job and it's pretty effective in what it's trying to get across is like maybe, you know, because like the features are very smoothed over. Maybe it's just the makeup, maybe it's a purposeful thing, but it does feel like, you know, fresh-faced newborn kind of feel. It's, you know, it's his first kind of turning, which I thought was a neat little detail. I thought that was quite well done. So I like the look of that, and I'm excited to see what the trials and tribulations of this are going to be. You know, especially with him being a teenager, it's going to impact his social life. and his school life, you know, his relationship with Alison. I'm sure there's going to be ups and downs to that now. When's she going to find out? Does she already know about werewolves if her dad like hunts them? Or is she completely oblivious to that side of things as well? Who can say? Well, you guys can say, because you've seen the show, I imagine. And yeah, the whole thing with Jackson as well, you know, testosterone fueled rivalries going on there. The way Lydia looked at Scott at the party, you know, is she going to have an interest in him now? Is that going to be a whole, you know, love square going on? I imagine there's going to be a lot of relationship drama in the show. So, yeah, that's also going to unfold, I guess, from the fact that they're, you know, all teenagers. So imagine the emotions on top of that, of being a werewolf. Ugh. I think it'd be quite fun to be a werewolf personally, but I think, you know, there's going to be some teething issues, quite literal teething issues, I imagine, with the fangs. But it'll be interesting to see like how he navigates that and where the overall plot line goes. Is it, you know, I can't imagine it's going to be 6 seasons of just let's avoid these hunters and let's just, you know, are we going to make peace with them? Is something else going to happen? I imagine, you know, all sorts of different things are going to get brought into it, and I'm quite excited by that and what it all means. But yeah, I really enjoyed all the characters that we kind of really focused on this time around. I thought Scott was pretty likable as well. You know, I think the fact that they made Stiles aware of it, and, you know, right from episode 1, he knows the deal with the werewolf thing. You know, he was the one actively kind of researching it at one point. And he seems kind of okay with it, and he's there to kind of support him through it. Obviously, I imagine that's going to be tested, because they don't really know the true reality, I think, of what's happened. I don't think that's going to set in yet until something inevitably goes horribly wrong. But I think it's actually quite refreshing that he's not hiding it from absolutely everyone that he's close to, and then they slowly find out. I like that right from the off, Stiles kind of knows about it. And the fact that his dad is like a cop and stuff, he can get that kind of intel. Makes a lot of sense. So I actually think that's a really refreshing thing. I'm glad it wasn't just like, you know, the classic angst of how could you hide this from me when he finds out in like season 4 or whatever. The fact that he's helping him out from the off, I actually think is a really interesting route to take. I imagine it's going to be maybe a bit until Alison finds anything out about it, or some of the other characters that may or may not get involved. But yeah, I really enjoyed that side of things, and I'm excited to see where that goes. And almost as if maybe it's not going to be the traditional, like, you're a werewolf, you terrify me, or, you know, you hurt me accidentally or something. I don't know if that's going to be like the barrier between them and testing that friendship. It might more so be how it affects their social life, because now Scott's easily getting into the sports team, and Stiles is going to be left on the bench. He's going to, you know, he's going to have a girlfriend and spend less and less time with him, maybe. And that maybe is going to be what tests that friendship more so than what you may expect, you know, your best friend being a werewolf might bring in terms of, like, straining it. So, yeah, I'm interested in seeing where that all goes. And, yeah, I like Scott. I really like Stiles as well. Definitely seems like my kind of character, and just, you know, someone I relate to. Not great at sports, sarcastic, you know, just that kind of hopeless guy. So, mood. And I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more of that. But, you know, he took all of these revelations pretty damn well, and he's, like, fully on board with that. You know, and that's impressive. And even Scott, I think, is kind of handling it fairly well thus far. So yeah, Jackson so far also just seems like your typical kind of jock character. You know, toxic masculinity going on there, I guess. You know, there may be just some insecurity issues there. Maybe he's actually not particularly fond of himself, so when he has this challenger coming along, you know, that's really going to test him. He's like, well, he must be cheating or whatever. I mean, technically Scott is, but, you know, he's sworn to find out what Scott's hiding, so that's going to be a bit of an issue going forward as well, I'm sure. But I'm also sure his character will be explored in a bit more depth than that, and there'll be a lot more layers to him right now, because it's just one episode. It's kind of, you know, they're not going to reveal absolutely everything about everyone right from the off, as we saw with, like, characters like Derek and stuff. And yeah, Lydia, again, we didn't see that much of her. She seems to be a fairly popular girl. You know, she's with Jackson. Maybe her eye wanders somewhat, though, with Scott now. Maybe she's still going to be friends with Allison. Is that going to be a bit of a rift if that's a love triangle or something for me? I don't know. So yeah, I think, again, it's just going to be one of those wait and sees with her. But I'm fairly sure she becomes a pretty significant character in the show. So I think she's going to be sticking around and we're going to be learning a lot more about her, which I'm excited for. And then Allison, again, also seems quite likeable. And some interesting ties with her father being a werewolf hunter, which is interesting. And again, something that will surely be explored more in depth in future. And yeah, just kind of... I'm finding myself rooting for Scott and Allison. So clearly they did something right with this first one. I think the chemistry between the two of them was really good. You know, fairly believable. If anything, it's bewildering that Scott isn't popular, really. But, you know, I guess you kind of just need to cast that aside and, you know, it's a show. So, yeah, you know, the main bunch of characters we're seeming to be sticking with so far are all pretty decent. And I think, you know, they all made a good first impression for the characters that they're supposed to be. You know, obviously, I don't think we're really supposed to be like, oh, Jackson's great, what a great guy. But I do think, you know, he's going to be a good character moving forward and an interesting kind of blockade in the road of whatever this journey may be for Scott and his werewolf friends, and maybe is anyone else going to get like transformed into one later on down the line? You know, is Styles going to become a werewolf at some point? Is Allison going to become a werewolf at some point? Who can say? You can say. I can't. And then, yeah, Derek, mysterious creep, is basically his character thus far. So they didn't explicitly say, I don't think, that Derek was the one who turned Scott, so maybe he's not. I don't think he was probably the one who killed, you know, the woman in the forest. I imagine maybe someone else is a werewolf and we don't know about it yet, and it's going to be a secret thing, or who knows. But yeah, I'm intrigued by that, and like his family all dying in a fire years before. You know, that's probably going to be some tragic story with that, or, you know, they're going to burn the house down trying to kill the werewolf that was actually Derek and it kills them all, or is that just a cover story for something? I don't know, but we're going to explore that, I'm sure. But there's definitely a lot more to Derek than meets the eye. I mean, he's a werewolf for one. But yeah, it seems like he's going to step into like the mentor kind of role. He's going to be like the Giles to Scott's Buffy, maybe, which would be an exciting relationship to see develop. But he's obviously been a werewolf for a lot longer. He kind of knows how to operate, and he's willing to kind of share that information with Scott. And I do like that he sees it as a gift to be a werewolf. It's not like, oh, I'm such a cursed man. You know, I'm so angsty after all these years of werewolfism. I like that he kind of seems to almost embrace it. I think that's kind of a refreshing thing as well. No, he's not just moping around being like, oh, my life is terrible because I'm a werewolf. He seems to think positively on it. So, you know, how he's come to realise that mindset and have that mindset about it. You know, does he have a tragic past after all? That I'm really excited to learn more about as well. I think that's one of the more intriguing things that they've set up with this pilot, and to see where, you know, his relationship with Scott goes, and, you know, is Styles also going to be brought into that somehow? You know, who can say? And also, you know, the mystery going on of who killed that girl at the start. Was it Derek? Was it someone else entirely? I'm going to guess someone else entirely. And is that like our villain of the show? It's going to ultimately be revealed later on down the line. What's going on with Allison's hunter dad? When did that start? You know, is there going to be some tragic past to that as well? Probably. So yeah, we'll see. Though Allison's only just moved there. So did he just move there as well? And like he's just started it up there? They moved there for a reason because he knew he was chasing the wolf that was there. That's why they've moved there. Did he just get lucky that there were werewolves where he moved? Was he only just started up the hunting? You know, lots of questions that are surely going to be answered in due time, and I'm really intrigued by some of those questions. So I think it was a really successful pilot in, you know, what they set out to do. Kept it fairly simple and straightforward in introducing the characters that we really needed right from the off, and like the core dynamics of the show I think are well established. We kind of know which pairings I think are going to be tested or not. And yeah, I'm really excited to actually continue this, and hopefully we can. Because I would certainly be very keen to watch more. I think this was a really solid start. It has the classic kind of, teen drama-y tropes and the slow motion and the dramatic shots and, all the shirtless teens. But there's also, there is kind of a charm to it as well. Similar kind of vein to Buffy, I think. I think that it's very aware of that, and it just leans into it a bit. And I think that kind of lightheartedness of it, and the fact that it's not entirely like an angsty thing, is like a refreshing thing that I wasn't quite expecting, which I did enjoy that kind of side to it. There's plenty of humour to have in there as well. Like Styles had a lot of those lines, but also I thought Scott was surprisingly funny as well, which I wasn't really expecting. Normally it's like the comedy best friend, and I think Styles very much is that. But Scott had quite a few funny lines in this as well, particularly like his scenes with Jackson, and he talk about steroids and stuff. So I thought that was like quite an endearing quality to him as well. So yeah, really likable characters, intriguing premise, and little plot lines being set up, and I would be very intrigued to see where this goes. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you are watching this on YouTube and I managed to get it up copyright wise, hopefully you enjoyed. If you're watching it on Patreon, hopefully you enjoyed as well. The full reaction is available on Patreon. So do let me know if you'd like to see more of this, and just kind of depends on the success of it really. But hopefully it's something we can continue onwards, because this was a really strong pilot and I would be very keen to carry on. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz if you didn't like this, and there'll be a link in the description to my Patreon page where you can get the full reactions to this. And if we do decide to do the show full time as a series, we'll be doing full reactions to the entire thing. So hopefully that'll be something to look forward to if you are interested. But that is going to be everything for now. Very strong pilot episode, I thought, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully this could be the start of a cool new journey. We shall see. But until my next reaction, maybe, or whatever else comes next, thanks for watching.